Welcome back to our latest edition of Patience or Pressure, facing all NFL teams. Well, I mean, we do this segment looking at all 32 NFL teams, just seeing where they fall. Like, is there patience facing this franchise, or is there pressure? And with the Carolina Panthers, I mean, the thing about it is, and I don't think anybody could necessarily disagree with this, if last year you take out Sam Darnold and you even put like a middle tier quarterback like Kirk Cousins, forget the contract. I get it, a lot of money. He's not worth all that money, but I will say, to a degree, like a talent drop off, Kirk Cousins to Sam Darnold, it is pretty significant. So if you have an improved offensive line, if you take the Carolina Panthers, I know there's a lot of contingencies on this, but you take the Carolina Panthers offensive line right now. You put Kirk Cousins in at quarterback instead of Sam Darnold with the Panthers defense last year. Man, like I know we've talked about it, that the defense or the quarterback position is what makes all the difference in the NFL, and it's true. But now the Panthers, they got Matt Corral in the third round. They got Ike Ekwonu. Here's the thing about Ike. He's going to be an immediate difference maker, but will he be enough to really make them take the next step? I don't know, but I am excited to see overall. But to be honest with you, I feel like the Panthers are in a great spot here. But unfortunately, I think it kind of goes without saying, there's a little bit of pressure. If Matt Rule and Scott Fitterer, I think that's how you say his name, if they do not find a way to win this year, I do think that could mean some bad things are coming for the Panthers and company, because Matt Rule, I know, has, in some ways, I felt like he's done a great job of coaching this team. In other ways, I don't know. I felt like there was, a lot left to be desired. Last year, we'll admit we were wrong. We were on the bandwagon of Sam Darnold. Thought maybe all he needed was a chance to be with a better team, and it just wasn't it. He wasn't the guy for the Panthers. But let's be very clear. There is pressure facing the Carolina Panthers, because you've got your guy in Matt Corral, who might start at any point. I'm not sure when that will be, but he's probably going to start, at least probably through midway through the season. And if he plays well, I truly believe that the Panthers are in a spot where they could make some noise in the NFC South. I think they're one of those teams that they're not necessarily underrated, because I think the NFL knows the talent this team has. But I think one change at quarterback and all of a sudden things could make a whole lot of sense. So yes, I know Sam Darnold's going to start now, but I just felt like, even though the fact that they brought in Ike Ekwonu, that's probably going to start day one. I mean, he's going to start day one, but like, is he going to be an impact player from day one? We'll have to see. But overall, and I think, for the love of God, I'm a Vikings fan. I can tell you all the troubles with Pat Elflein. Like, he's serviceable. I know they got Austin Corbett and also Bradley Bozeman as well. But for the love of God, do not just hand Pat Elflein the starting job. Please, I don't care what you do. Give Cade Mays a chance. Michael Jordan, the guard, not the greatest basketball player of all time, but please, for the love of God, give Pat Elflein a competition, whether it's Brady Christensen, if you want to move him in, or Cade Mays, Deontay Brown. I don't care. Make some competition, because Pat Elflein cannot start at left guard. Like that, he can't be just handed the job. I can tell you as a Vikings fan how that worked out for the Vikings. No bueno. I think that's Spanish for not good. But the point is, there is pressure facing the Carolina Panthers right now, but their offensive line is looking better. They've got weapons in DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, who I want to say he's kind of underrated. Like, people don't give not a lot of love to Robbie Anderson. Also, Rashard Higgins, big Higgins guy. Shi Smith, I know that once he does come back, I'm excited for what he will do. They got Tommy Tremble, Ian Thomas at tight end, Terrace Marshall Jr. Didn't they draft him in the first round last year or something like that? Yeah. Chuba Hubbard, who they got last year, who's a stud, because if Christian McCaffrey can't go, Chuba Hubbard is right there, rearing and ready to go. So it's not like a shortage of talent by any means. And then the defense, Brian Burns. Can we please just stop giving the disrespect out to Brian Burns? He's one of the best edge rushers in this entire NFL, and nobody talks about it. You also got Gross-Matos, who I think is going to make some serious noise. I loved him ever since he came out of Penn State. But you got Derek Brown on the inside. Devion Nixon too. He is going to make some noise too. I'm really excited to see the former Iowa Hawkeye can do. So, even at the linebacker position, you got Damian Wilson, Shaq Thompson, Corey Littleton. Like, I'm excited. Like, this defense, yes, you lost Hassan Reddick, but overall, I'm really excited to see what this defense does. I think it's ready to continue doing what it does best. It flies around, it makes plays, and it keeps games pretty close. But at the end of the day, there is pressure facing the Carolina Panthers, whether that's on Matt Corral, Sam Darnold, Matt Rule, it doesn't matter. There is pressure facing the Cardinals. I think they need to at least make the playoffs in 2022 and find a way to grow from there. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We really appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about if there's patience or pressure facing the Carolina Panthers.